Welcome back right here on The Exchange, where your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. Before clean water reaches the Filipino household, it goes through various systems for treatment and distribution. This company runs numerous water facilities, ensuring these are working properly and reaching more communities in need. Let's now have an exchange with Tubig Pilipinas Group President, Ryan Yapkianwee. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us on the program. How would you assess the country's water resources at present? Are we really in the midst of a water crisis?
Well, Rico, as you know, the Philippines is an archipelago and we're surrounded by water. But based on the JICA study, we have about 125,000 million cubic meters a day of surface water. These account for lakes and rivers, and about 20,000 million cubic meters a year, of groundwater.
We have an oversupply of water, but the lack of clean drinking water.
Yes, unfortunately, for domestic, commercial, and industrial use, predominantly outside Metro Manila, we're still reliant on groundwater, which only accounts to 14% of the potential water sources here in the Philippines.
So, what is next? What's likely to happen, especially during this summer season? I mean, for us to be able to, arrest this water crisis, and our kababayans will have clean drinking water.
Well, Rico, our company, the first thing that we did was we had to implement strict crackdown on illegal connections and leak monitoring. Because outside Metro Manila, the losses normally account between 30 to 50%. So these are the things that we're doing now. On top of that, we also give out memos and circulars to the consumers to educate them on things to conserve water. These are small things that matter, such as when you brush your teeth, use a glass instead of leaving the water on. This can save up to 80%. You're using the water that you use for watering your plants. So these are the tips that we do. Now, for the long-term effects, we try to implement proper watershed management, and these are done by planting trees, which actually absorbs water, and in times of drought, then it can seep back into the aquifers.
So where does the services of Tubig Pilipinas encompass right now? Where do you have your treatment and distribution facilities?
Okay, so Rico, we're currently in 15 areas under contract. 9 of them are operating. And we have projects in Luzon and Visayas, and hopefully by this year we'll also be in Mindanao. We offer services such as distribution, we run concessions, we offer bulk water services, and we also do wastewater services, which is also very important nowadays. And lastly, because by profession I'm a structural engineer, so we also offer the field of design and consultancy for water services.
And of course, we've seen over the past year higher inflation. I'm sure your operational costs and overhead costs have also increased. Are you passing this on to your customers?
No, Rico. Actually, we don't pass it on to our consumers. Yes, you're correct. The inflation costs have affected most of the industries. We have 2 main expenses. One is the salaries, and the second will be the power cost. And the former has affected our human resources, and the latter has basically affected our bottom line. Luckily, we have a sister company that's in the field of renewable energy. So we've been working hand in hand with them to find more sustainable and better sources of power, which actually can help us improve our bottom line.
And how is Tubig Pilipinas augmenting the government's efforts to better manage and distribute clean, potable water to as many Filipinos as possible? Because a lot of our kababayans who are watching us right now are scared, right? That we will have an energy shortage and at the same time a water shortage.
Well, Rico, our company was established to cater to the 100 million people that live outside Metro Manila. And when we started this company, when we went into the areas where we're currently in right now, we realized that the connectivity runs between 20 to 40%, which means most of the people living in these cities and municipalities are not connected to safe and reliable water. And our goal, actually, that's why we put up this company, is to ensure that the people living outside Metro Manila will have access to this. And on top of that, we also provide them wastewater services to ensure that the environment is protected and the future generation of Filipinos will have sustainability. We've been, year on year, we've been ramping up the additional connections. And hopefully in the next few years, we'll be able to reach our target to connect more Filipinos to access to level 3 water systems.
Mm-hmm. And what new innovations and technologies are you introducing here in the country to be able to serve our kababayans with clean drinking water?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, we from our side, we've been exploring different things, such as new technology. We have projects wherein we collaborate with foreign companies, such as American companies, Israeli companies, and even as far as Europe. And these companies actually are able to bring down the water costs of certain things such as desalination, reverse osmosis. And on top of that, as I mentioned, our sister companies in the business of renewable energy. So we've been trying to integrate this type of technology as well, as the main cost of our producing of water is actually the power cost. So we've been trying to integrate all these factors to be able to provide affordable and reliable water to our Filipino brothers.
Thank you so much for this water distribution exchange. Tubig Pilipinas Group President Ryan Yapkianwee. And before we go, here are words from the late hydrologist Luna Leopold on water. Water is the most critical resource issue of our lifetime and our children's lifetime. The health of our waters is the principal measure of how we live on the land. And this is the exchange. We make sense of the facts and the figures and the ups and downs of the business cycle, because your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. Thanks for watching CNN Philippines. News you can use. News you can trust.